Hey guys, it's Aiden, otherwise known as Almus, and this is another process piece. I think, yeah, pretty sure it's a process piece. As you can see, it's a digital process piece. I don't know how I've managed to, but I seem to have deleted the very beginning of the footage. I don't know how I did that, but I did that, and I'm sorry, and I don't want to have to re-edit again because this is like really old footage, and I don't know if I actually have the original footage still, and I just can't be bothered re-downloading it. Blah 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 blah. I know I'm really bad. I'm terrible. Okay, so it's been a while, hasn't it? My voice is a bit. I thought my voice had gotten better, but apparently not. So this piece, I think, if I checked it before, I posted this piece on the 28th of November 2018. Pretty sure I finished it before then because I'm really bad with posting. I'll post like progress pieces and then I'll forget to post the actual finished piece. I'm kind of dumb like that. I don't know how I manage to do that all the time, but I do. So I finished it sometime around November, which was around my birthday. Whoa! Yeah. I'm old now, guys. I'm old. I'm out everywhere in the world. Oh my god, that sounds really stupid and weird. I'm sorry. But yeah. So little background. Oh, here we are. Okay. A little background information on this piece is it's for an AU that I was making with a friend, or am making. I don't know. We haven't spoken in a while because she was like had like exams and stuff. I mean, we're starting to talk to her again because she's kind of finished that up now. But yeah, you know what I mean. Anyway, so we're making a AU. And it was a self-indulgent one mainly because we put ourselves in it, but that doesn't matter. That's not the main focus, okay? So basically, it's a police AU or like a mafia police AU type thing because not all of them are police, but Sugar here, Suga, my fave, he's a policeman, and I think he's actually one of the higher policemen. Like he's one of the higher ranking policemen, or at least the highest ranking out of the BTS members that were policemen in the AU. And I think so. Yeah. So I think the police were Sugar, J Hope, Jungkook, and Tae. Yeah. I don't even know. So with Sugar and J Hope were partners, and Jungkook and Tae were partners. I know that's a bit of a chaotic duo, but it. I think we partially did that as like for fun because we thought it would be funny, which it kind of is. And then I don't want to say criminals, but I'll say Namjoon's a lawyer. Jin. Okay, so I don't know if we'll ever post anything about this, so I don't want to spoil all the details. But basically, he's a big shot, and then Jimin's kind of just the muscle, I guess. The enforcer. I don't know how to word it. We did change a few aspects as more recently. I think after I drew it, so I'm not really too sure on everything anymore. But it's fine. It's fine. But I think this. I did have a reference photo. I don't know. I probably had it up on my phone when I was drawing because I don't like it. Oh, jeez. Sorry, I'm yawning. Because I basically had the reference photo on my phone because I don't like having the reference on my computer or my canvas when I'm drawing because I feel like it just gets in the way. So I tend to have it on my phone next to me whilst I draw. So I think this is probably around. I don't think it's the last scene because if it was the last scene, then it'd be, I don't know. I feel like I probably drew it because of the last scene of the story, but at the same time, I know it's not, because if it was the last scene, the injuries would be different. So it's probably just kind of a random, like, bad run-in. Okay, so I just have to say that. I have drawn Jimin for the AU as well, but I'm not really too happy with those sketches, hence why I'm not sharing them. And I think I did a few other sketches for Sugar in the AU. That once again, I either haven't finished them or I'm not happy with them, but I kind of really like this one. I'm quite happy with it. But yeah. I just remember people kind of. I remember I was in work drawing this at one point, and people were staring at me like I'm really uncomfortable. But then they started asking me how long it takes, and I was like, I don't know. I think I can't remember if it was this one or a different one, but it didn't take me too long to make. Sorry. Oh my gosh, there's people going back. Don't bark. Don't bark. Don't bark. Don't. Okay, good girls. Good girls. Good puppies. Oh, sorry. Those people walking past and the dogs get a bit agitated. What am I doing now? I definitely think there are areas where I could improve. I tend to like texture. Like, I tend to hatch a lot when I'm shading. I think it makes it look a bit cleaner. I think this is a bit more smudgy, which is good for getting like base layers down, like rough value tones, but I feel like it doesn't look super clean. It looks like it's been smudged. So like, I know like you can use smudging as a way to make things really clean and not have those textured lines to make it hyper realistic where you need it, but I feel like it wasn't done that well in this piece. I do think it just kind of looks a bit. How do I put it? I just think it's done a bit haphazardly, basically. Yeah, it's just kind of smudgy, and it's cool in the sense that it helps you quickly get the tonal values down, but I just don't think it looks as neat for me personally, or at least the way I do it, because I know there's some people who can do it really well, but I kind of prefer the texture that you get with hatching, or at least the way I do it. Well, I mean, no, I do like hatching a lot, but I don't like super harsh hatching. I kind of like a softer, but where you can still see the individual lines, but like a softer version. So I kind of like an in between. But yeah. As you can see, I kind of added the base tone in for the jacket now. I'm slowly starting to add in the shading for the jacket, and I think I do use a bit more hatching here. Yeah, I think I do use a bit more hatching. I kind of like the way this one come out. I was actually quite happy with the way the jacket came out. I don't remember if I put too much detail on his top or if I just left it white, but if I did, I probably hatched that in. At the moment, you can see that there's struggling to differentiate certain parts of him from the jacket. I struggle to do that even with tone value. I feel I'm getting better, but I do often end up putting a line in here or there just to help make it a bit clearer, because when I do shade, it does get a bit messy, and sometimes you need a more crisp edge, and I struggle getting that with shading. I know it's possible, I'm just not very good, which is why I end up using like line. I wouldn't call it line art, but you know what I mean. I'll sketch in like outline, I suppose. So I guess it kind of is line art, but not really, because it's not like what you would expect. Basically, I can't just differentiate the different things with good shading because I'm not that good at shading. Oh, jeez, what are words? I'm still working on that. I want to get a better painterly style, but I mean I know I was using like a pencil thing here, so that's not gonna be perfect. But yeah, I think the image did cut off, by the way, where you can see that the collar, I've not gone all the way. I think it's because the image cut off, but I end up drawing further out because I kind of like the way they blur out, like the sketches. Like if you watch my Juhan, I kind of like draw it in, and then I kind of blur out around his shoulders and his like chest because the image cuts off those parts, but I don't like just leaving a harsh like line. So I'll kind of like somewhat try and bring out the shading and the tonal, and just kind of like soften it out so it kind of blends into the background. So it's not so yeah. I find that fun. That's just kind of the way I like doing things. I'm not entirely sure why. I just do. Because I like having them in the center of the page, but I sometimes like the image like crops off. And I'm just kind of like, I don't like the way it crops off, so I'll just kind of crop it the way I want it cropped. Type thing. I don't know. I don't know if I'm making sense. I haven't done this in a while, and I feel like this video is going on for a really long time. So I'm sorry. But I was like, you'll see, like now, he's got a necklace. And in the image, he had a necklace, but I was struggling really hard with getting that. I think I might have given up in the end. I just kind of gave a base tone, like some basic shading and highlighting. But I'm not really too happy with the way that turned out in the end. I don't think the chain's very clear either. Definitely could work on that. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you very much. Bye.